should have started streaming any second now, so
wait,
hello everyone.
Okay, there we go.
Hi.
I'll just hear voices.
Do you hear the voices too?
We have started the stream. I have Monster Man, pickled in your flavor and Coke. He has a wife.
That's I do.
Pardon?
He said, and he has a wife.
I'm single.
Yeah.
Cool.
Turn my fan on. Turn off my fan and take off my dressing gown.
Ooh. Glad there's no webcam.
I could sit here naked if I wanted.
What?
What was it? He said he was taking off his dressing gown. I'm like, I'm glad there's no webcam.
How about you take that?
I second that.
Yeah, I'm getting banned off Twitch faster than I can say Twitch.
Oh yeah, I was kicking Vampire Count Booty now.
I'll check around.
Wow, the Empire's literally gone. It is just gone. So is most of Bretonia. The Wood Elves is conquering it all though.
All I can think of is Empire
I'll tell
today.
them about the spread.
And that's Star Wars Connect. Making like parodyising YMCA. Don't ask.
You have 251 seconds to load the game.
Might need more time. So my Nolo has been sipped.
What one's that?
That's the VR thing.
Ah, okay.
Zip. We don't have tracking numbers yet. Still waiting on that.
Half the tracking stuff I'm ever given is completely useless. It tells you nothing. And then it arrives and it says it's still waiting at the place to be picked up and stuff like that. It normally tells me absolutely
Why do I not have a stream off? That would like distract the hell out of me. Like, the stream is still going. No. I must open up. There we go. Okay. I can see if I'm recording and I can see the screen. Meanwhile, it's your fucking turn. Maybe I should go and attack the Widow.
If you're going to attack the Wood Elves, I'll come help you soon because they're a handful and a half.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go kill the. Where's my other, like... I have one here.
Well, that's an auto-resolving.
I was making better.
And, oh, not a lot of money. I'll take it.
Where's my guy? Where's my main guy? Do you know?
Use the thing to find them.
Oh yeah, that's right. I know where he is. He was over at the vampire, isn't he? There he is, yeah. We're gonna kill this dwarf. That's right. I'll kill these dwarves and then go for the tile.
Hi, elves.
Well, no. They're all elves in the end.
They were all one faction in the beginning, too.
I believe in the Lord of the Rings universe, orcs were elves.
Yeah. Well, the Uruk-hai were. I don't know about the other orcs.
I kinda hate it when it's like that.
Because I remember them digging the Uruk-hai out of the earth in the films. Slug skin. There you go. And now it is your turn, sir. What the? I've got an army over there. I did not know I had armies over here.
Remember you combined with another tribe?
Oh yeah. And they destroyed Marienburg, which was owned by Bretonia, our son.
Why can I not get over there?
Sigvald's going after the dwarf skis.
There we go. That's not what it's all. Those are not powerful.
Oldest is still awake.
Oh, I'm totally stacking you and they're coming back.
Absolutely loaded, I take it from there?
I was like 1,000. No.
110,000.
10,000, yeah. Okay, motherfucker. I need you to go onto land.
We're leaving the white vampires alive, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now. Kill the blacks, keep the whites. Wait. Scratch that.
No racist.
They're orange on Defense Alliance with me. That's nice. Yeah, we have a Defense Alliance.
How's it going?
Really well. I think either tonight, if we're lucky, but probably next week, we're going to meet our victory conditions for the campaign.
So, me and the white
So,
vampires
do you
now
have
have a
any
Defense
idea
Alliance.
if you're doing on anything after, working on anything after that, or what?
Yeah, we discussed it.
Yeah, we're thinking of going to Medieval 2 and playing a Warhammer mod in that.
Yeah, I remember him saying he was wanting to ask you that. He asked me what I thought. I was like, it's your call, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's quite
you're
useless
alright
when it
with
comes to
that,
asking
cool.
questions about US and there. So, me and the vampires now have having a defensive alliance, so...
I'll see if they want to ally with me as well.
Ha! No peace free. Do you like StarCraft?
StarCraft. Yeah?
Why are the dwarves set north?
Why have the dwarves went north?
Look north. At like Lake Bond or whatever.
Where about?
There's a dwarf. Like, follow the blue. There's like a dwarf army right here.
What, the dwarf faction army, or?
Yeah, it's a red one.
Oh! They must be at war with the Norskins.
It's so weird.
They must have a grudge.
What? So,
This one Norskin from this faction called me short. That's it. The entire army must go up north and avenge.
the dwarf is like, but we are short.
Right, that's this vampire faction eliminated.
Yeah, I could make a comedy video just about the dwarves from the Warhammer universe.
I think you could probably do that about every faction.
I mean, hey, I did it with the Space Marine. Feel like I need to make a better video there.
My lord has managed to reach 30.
So, okay. It's the DLC that gives you the co-op campaign, right? And Medieval 2.
Wait, what? There is no DLC for co-op.
Medieval 2 has DLC that is like, What's it? Kingdom?
The Kingdoms DLCs to give you. You might need that for the mod. I wouldn't be surprised because it's not an. Okay, you normally get that free with it anyway. And they weren't DLCs back in those days; they were expansion packs.
Yeah, yeah. I miss expansion packs because they were actually worth a damn.
I think it all comes down to the
Warcraft 3
company.
Frozen Throne, one of the best expansion packs ever.
Mhm. That was quite a good one.
It's literally the same size as the original game, but with more shit. Like Blizzard knew how to do expansion packs. He's only a part of Chaos because he knows that only Chaos can make them look beautiful.
Sigvald. That is probably true, because what was one of the books I read not too long ago, it was about the elves. There was a Slaaneshi champion of Chaos in it, and he was like beautiful, all this sort of stuff, like pretty boy. And then when Chaos like stopped fighting, well, stopped bestowing, when Slaanesh stopped bestowing his loveliness upon him, he turned into an ugly man.
Total War Medieval 2 multiplayer campaign. I don't think Medieval by itself doesn't have a multiplayer campaign. What's true in that though?
I'd be surprised if you couldn't play multiplayer the original campaign.
Oh well, doesn't matter. We'll get something working.
You normally get gold, like it's almost always gold anyway these days. I don't think I've ever seen the DLCs not sold as part of it. Well, expansions not sold as part
I bought them as a combined bundle.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's normally combined. That's what I meant by the gold.
You can buy them separately, but I was like, no, this is cheaper. And also the mods that I was intrigued to, you had to have seen them. Oh, we really need to pick out those night.
She's not giving that to you again.
There's another red horn.
I know. I tried to get them to join me, but so they're not at the moment.
Oh, it's my turn. Why did the game not tell me this?
You had a battle on your turn already, and you auto-resolved it.
I thought I already hit in turn. They have another aggressive pack with me. Maybe Mother has a level up.
She's always leveling up.
I don't know what I told them to do. Hello, dwarves. You're demanding money of me? Why?
Because they're dwarves.
I am chaos. Fuck you. Give me your virgin kids and I'll give you that gold you want. The dwarf has like a mental breakdown dilemma. Gold, kids, gold, kids.
I think they'd probably side on the gold.
Damage Mother now! Oh well. Yeah. That's a close defeat.
You probably might.
Still alive.
You may have been able to win that if.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nope, not still alive.
Oh well. They can always do more.
Wild night. Go for a night of feasting.
Where's the skull? Is the skull front in this unification?
You know your vampire buddies? For some reason they declared war on my Redhorn tribe.
Oh well. They can make an option where you can tell other guys to not, like, you call off this war.
There's actually going to be something similar to that in Total War Warhammer 2 with the High Elves. They've got this thing called influence, and they can use it to force people to go to war and stuff. Those sneaky High Elves.
I wouldn't mind a Warcraft version of this type of game.
It would be smart. I thought of that
There's
before.
there is a mod for it, but it's not that good. I'm looking for.
Was it the 40k mod you were going to get for Med 2?
I don't know if that's actually released, so there are many other mods. There's the Warcraft one, as I said. And I hear probably the best mod on it is the one that you don't want to use.
The Call of Warhammer. I got it working on my last PC. I've never managed to get it working on this PC.
Call of Warhammer?
That's the really good not 40k fantasy mod for Medieval 2.
I mean, we're coming off fantasy and going on fantasy. That would be silly.
I've been forgetting about my armies down here again, haven't
We
I?
we need to look for some type of UI mods or little tweak mods. If possible.
Whoa.
Or like anything that you think might need to be fixed in the other person. He's not saying anything.
It's because what was that? I didn't make out what you said. There was like a big beep.
I was asking if do you think we should look for any like UI mods or like little tweak mods for like Medieval 2 to try and make it a little better?
Well, I think all the user interface was fine as far as I remember from when I played it before. The only thing that really I find hard going back, is your turn by the way, is the unit replenishment, which
Maybe we can find a mod for that.
we might be able to, but I don't think there is one. It'd be a pretty hard mod to make for an older Total War, I would think, because it wasn't a mechanic at all back then, so you'd have to
What's it
completely
called?
unit replenishment. You know how in this, when your unit gets damaged, you lose men.
Your turn.
I know. I'm on my way south.
Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Army replenishment.
Ah, so there is a mod for it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a mod that changes like it tweaks the build, the research, recruitment cost, growth, and movement. But it adds replenishment mod from the movement. Something I would suggest to test before anything else.
Was it the first? Empire Total War was the first one to add any sort of replenishment, but it costed money and I didn't really like the way it worked in that. Napoleon was the first one where it was just free, and as long as the unit could recover, it did it over time. But before that, you had to retrain a unit to get its men back or merge units together.
Now we'll look around some like tweak mods and see if we can find a mod that we combine with like one of the skin mods. And
That'd be the thing,
Try
though.
it.
Would they be compatible?
Try and
That'd be kind of hard.
Up. Here, as a guy who likes to mod games a shit ton, I'll look into it.
I wouldn't mind playing an older Total War game with that. That's the thing that makes me find it hard to go back.
Well, if we can fix that with a mod, then fuck it, we can go back. Let's go back to the past.
Back to the future.
I mean,
I'm gonna say something that a lot of people are gonna hate.
have you aligned with these people yet?
An alliance with who?
Empire.
Oh no, they don't want to ally with me because I'm ally. I can't ally with them because they declared
But
war.
you're allied thingy. Okay.
Yeah. They
What
don't.
you saying?
I'm gonna say something that a lot of people are gonna like go over, but I do not see the fuss in Back to the Future. I've just never gotten the hype over it.
I watched it when I was young. It's a good comedy with an American version of the Doctor, but as a human. Best way I can describe it.
I just don't get the hype over it. I know a lot of people go nuts over it, but I just don't get it. I'm not saying they're bad films or anything.
Everything
It's
is
just
for anyone. I'll hype it. I mean, I don't get the hype over Magic. As a person who would play Yu-Gi-Oh a lot, and then played Magic, I just found Magic slow and boring. Where in Yu-Gi-Oh I had so much adrenaline when I played it.
I've played both Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic. I'm not huge on either. I was huge on them when I was younger.
I'm gonna go look into some of those Yu-Gi-Oh games because there's definitely the tag team ones with the best.
I actually played, through a couple of Yu-Gi-Oh games not that long ago. My favourite one was that one where you played through the arc with Joey and Yugi versus Marek, except you were a third character and you ended up taking Yugi's place and beating Marek.
Okay, I think that might have been the first tag team game because the one I played was during Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and you came in as like a new unit person, but you played through the whole story of GX, but you're just there, and you're like the second main character next to Jaden. You can pick whoever you want your partner to be.
I never watched the GX series. Was it any good?
It's my favorite one. It's basically like you know how like trading card games in that universe, it's the bee's knees there.
Because I watched,
you know what I mean?
I grew up with the first one with Yugi, and then I sort of grew out of it a wee bit because I was like teenagers, like, oh, this is a kid show, it's not cool.
Yeah,
like,
I never hit that stage that apparently people hit.
Yeah, I had that stage with Yugi. Well, I didn't have it with all things. Certainly kiddie things like Pokemon, I love no matter what. But Yugi, I went through a stage like that with Yugi, and that was the GX sort of... That was like the GX sort of stage, and when I went back to after that, it was... I don't know what it was, but it wasn't Yu-Gi-Oh!
The only problem with GX was that they never dubbed the final season, and they apparently 4Kids does that a lot with their Yu-Gi-Oh dubs. That's annoying. And then 5D, that was alright. Playing cards on bikes. Not terrible. And then what's currently now is just awful. But the movies that are good. There was a new movie that came out this year. I had the original, like, cast and everything. It's another Yuki story. And then a few years ago, there was the movie with Shade and Yugi, and the guy from 5D.
I think I remember seeing that on Netflix. Well, not watching it on Netflix, but seeing it available on Netflix.
Good. They're good. I would recommend.
Oh, we had a war with dogs.
GX is basically like, what if you went to school and that school is all about playing cards? Also, one thing I did like about GX was there was this one season with dual zombies, and it's basically like they would force you to deal with them, and then if you lose, you become one of them.
The thing I find really funny was some of the worst, or what is it they call it? Censorship was 4Kids when they dubbed the original series of Yu-Gi. Like, they turned guns into fingers, they completely changed some of the story, like with the Shadow Realm and all that stuff. And
yeah, they called it the Other Dimension.
No,
I will
they
send you into the Other Dimension.
No, they actually called it the Shadow Realm in the dub I watched, but it was instead of dying. But I remember because I originally watched it
instead
dub.
of dying, you go to the Other Dimension. That was
Yeah,
it.
the Shadow Realm.
I will send you to the Other Dimension. It's like, what?
But looking back, I'm like, how the hell did they must have added tons of new bits of storyline or changed tons of stuff, because if they originally just died, the Shadow Realm was like actually a place. So I'm like, what else did they change to make this work? Because they go to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
You see the
know.
Grandad in the
I
Shadow
mean,
Realm. It's
hey,
like, what the?
I don't care what people say.
Unless they just
I
called it
prefer
the Land
dub.
of the Dead. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Dragon Ball, I prefer dub. Most other things, I prefer sub.
I prefer dub just flat out because I can't physically watch something with a moving background and text on the screen, because I can't read that
Fast.
while there's moving back.
I found that really hard at first, but when I remember what got me used to it was I was desperate to watch the next episode of Bleach, back when that was a new thing, and it hadn't been dubbed yet, so I was like, screw it, I'm watching it subbed, and I never went back.
I waited like 2 years for this Dragon Ball Super dub, and I'm happy with it.
I didn't have the patience.
Also, I mean, like, I love the fact that they used the original voice actor for Goku when he was a kid for when he's an adult, because that's great, and that person still has a child. But yeah, I don't like a female voice on my main male protagonist, unless he's supposed to sound like that. Well, you know, he's not supposed to.
A lot of children are voiced by females.
No, that's fine, because females can do a kid.
A child,
voice.
yeah.
Just when they're an adult, that would be weird. But one thing that annoyed me about Deadpool was that, in my personal opinion, the guy who played him he's got the perfect personality for Deadpool. His voice just doesn't work with the character though.
Yeah, because you're used to hearing a grittier voice instead of like
it says in the comics, he's supposed to have a gravelly voice.
Yeah, like he did in the game.
Well, yeah, in the game, Nolan North, he has the definitive Deadpool, because he was also Deadpool in the Hulk versus Wolverine movie. It's also a really good movie.
I really like.
It was multiple hits with the animated movies like DC, because DC just make great movies every year, apart from the live action ones. But yeah, Wonder Woman was good. The DC extended movie universe, though, it's been going for 28 movies now. So most are good. Is that what you were gonna say? Sorry,
Was it the? What was I gonna say?
I'm talking about the animated movie.
Oh yeah, what was it? I was gonna say it was back before that. Even it was Ryan Reynolds. I actually quite enjoyed him as Deadpool.
Oh no, I'm not gonna lie. It was a good movie. It had a terrible plot, but it was a good movie.
He more than made up for it. The Zamboni scene alone more than made up for it.
I mean, no. Here's the thing. That's what Deadpool is. You can give him a shitty plot, but because he's Deadpool, you're gonna enjoy it.
Yep. Oh, I've got a craving for that film now.
That's why it's kind of hard to say there's a bad Deadpool comic out there, because the comedy. I feel like my favorite Deadpool story though is like the Day of the Deadpool or something, where it's like Deadpool, but what if they were zombies? And Marvel always does something unique with zombies. What I always find interesting is like these zombies here. It's the people who became zombies know that they're zombies and they talk to you. Going like, I'm sorry, I can't control myself.
I
Oh,
don't
that
want to
must be-
eat your brain, but it's mine and it's juicy, so it's going down my belly.
No, it's not that. They don't control their action. They just walk in horror.
Could you imagine eating someone's brain, being fully conscious but not being able to stop you?
That's what those zombies are.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, could you imagine it?
That would be a nightmare.
The concept, though, is just
There's
hilarious.
also,
If you, as long as they
there's
can
also-
talk, it's hilarious concept.
There's also what's it called? There's also the Marvel, like normal Marvel zombies, and they're also unique because it's a plague that is aware of itself and it wants to like infect everything. So when it infects a person, they remember, like they're smart, they know that they're zombies and stuff, but they just have a very irritating hunger that they have to get rid of. But if they don't eat for a while, it goes away and they're back to normal, basically, but still zombies.
So it's a bit like drugs, and they've got cravings.
Yeah, basically. It's very Marvel does good zombie stories. DC, on the other hand, they don't really touch them. Then they're more vampires.
I'm not a
But
big
they're
DC kind of
Marvel
guy.
has- Marvel is you can relate to the characters. DC is like if you want to watch people who are better than you. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just that that one are gods, the other one is everyday people.
I managed to confederate with the red people.
Right now, become friends with Thingy.
Yep. Temple off, they like me more now. They accepted my defensive alliance.
Okay.
And they're willing to upgrade it to a full alliance for 5k. Nah.
I would.
I'm more worried about the money than those vampires, to be honest.
I want to get to the point where I can command them, like go attack here.
Well, that's a vassal. Oh no.
I'm actually yeah.
Well,
I'm
military
gonna-
allies you can suggest.
I'll take it. Also, the AI is stupid sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not taking this place, but what I will do is I will attack this dwarf here. What the fuck? Why are you running? Okay, apparently he has to run all the way around to attack him.
To attack who?
Let's go back up there like next turn. Apparently this city blocks off the way to go to where this dwarf guy is.
Yeah, that's because the city has a zone of control, just like armies. If
I
you
know,
click
that's
on the
not-
city, you can see its little red flamey.
So I'm gonna pop siege it at some point, I guess. Right, we're gonna go over here. Then I'm gonna build up an army and attack this one. Can you leave these like 2 arc camps alone?
Okay, if you want me to leave them alone.
Yeah, so I can destroy them and get my guys population supply.
Okay.
So, like grow, so he can actually do shit. I need that grow.
I know, that's
They're
the
like
pain.
Viagra for me.
The Chaos Lords need their Viagra.
Hey, I have a viewer. Hello, viewer.
Hello, random dude.
Why I tabbed out there because I wanted to see who was watching. Blood for the blood god, blood for the god boss. Blood for the slug god.
That's Lanesh.
Why don't you kill these dwarves right here?
What dwarfs?
Red hammer, dude.
That's what I will be doing soon. I just got this army.
Cool. Let's have a go.
Oh, I'm not at war with them. Yeah, so I'm not going to attack them yet. They do have a big army there. So do the elves.
Those in the
Standard
dark
for them.
have any garrisons, do they?
Let's see. They do have garrisons.
Where? What are they? What are they called?
Carrack Norm has 2 big inns, 2 goblins, night goblins for fanatics, 3 night goblin archers, and a unit of trolls. The Grimhold has 2 big inns,
No,
2
I
orc
mean
boys.
like garrison built. You know, I mean like walls and stuff.
Oh,
They
I think they do.
Doesn't look like it.
Oh, you mean actually built, or?
Like buildings that would give you more units, if you know.
Oh, they don't have them built, no.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning. They don't have a garrison building. They have units to defend, but they don't have like
The building to help.
what the dwarves have here with reinforced gates. What gives them units.
Okay, I'm with you now. At first I thought you meant they didn't have a unit
Whoa,
to
elves
protect
can
the
build a
base.
shit ton of stuff in the trees.
Yep, the elven settlements are much bigger than the regular. And
Cheap
they're
bastards.
and what's even worse is their buildings are even better too.
Can you as an empire per se, can you take over elf like settlements like this and get those from the spot?
No, only elves can own there. Only wood elves can own those lands.
Fuck it, burn it.
But we will make 1 giant metric arse ton of gold if we do destroy it.
Jesus Christ, I just realized that this person here has like a spider face.
Oh, I've got an army here. I did not know that. Let's send it over here.
Why won't my delete key work there with this?
Oh, it's in the damn underway stance.
There. Do you like my name of my new lord?
What is it?
Luckily.
Where are they?
He's like
Spiderface McGee.
yeah, there you go.
I see what you mean by the spider face.
Let's build up some units and which one should I attack? Grimhold. Okay, so I'll probably attack Grimhold and build some units. What should I build? What should I build? Probably some horsemen and some. See, so now I'll build 2 rolls. 30. There. 5 turns, now attack.
Do you want me to move an army down to help you the other dwarves? Ah, Durfu's coming to get me!
That would be quite helpful, actually.
Oh, wait a minute. Apparently this will...
What the fuck is that?
What, Durfu?
What the fuck? How are you killing him?
Does Durfu scare you?
I've never seen him before, but he's a little, like, wimp, I see.
He's actually one of the best legendary lords in the game.
Really? He, like, died to, like, a fucking beast man.
Well, his army was, what, lost?
He shot, in other words.
I've had games where my whole army's died and all I've had left is Durthu and he takes on like half the enemy army on his own. He is a beast. He is a mage and a giant monstrous creature.
Right, I'm gonna get my, like, Nerf army just to kill the one that they're at war with. And then I don't have to worry about them fighting ever again. Meanwhile, these fucking bears will only attack orcs, apparently.
Your vampire friends wanted me to break my alliance with your bear people.
Eh.
Yeah, the vampires don't like your bear faction.
I mean, if they want to kill them, I don't care. Those bear guys are kind of useless. They don't go at war with anyone, and they only don't like the fucking green skins. They're kind of biased.
They're very biased.
They're also not helpful because the green skins aren't that useful. To be like constantly attacked. What the fuck? You have invaded the elves quite well.
What do you mean with my... Yeah, you said to leave those
orcs
orcs alone.
on in here.
Just like boom, 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 stacks are invading.
Oh, look at these trees.
Well, I am one of the arch nemesises of the elves.
So I have figured out how to make mods for StarCraft, and I'm currently making a Warcraft mod, but it takes the armies from Warcraft 1, 2, and 3, and you can basically pick, like, I want to be Warcraft 1 orcs versus Warcraft 3 elves.
Ah, okay. Sounds interesting.
Like,
so the actual evil orcs versus
night elves.
Yeah.
But I think I will also add other races like fell orcs and high elves and blood elves and all that. Just like throw everything in there. It'll be a giant like race selection list.
The Naga.
Yeah, Naga, that'd be one. And of course, some of those races don't actually have proper buildings. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make whole new buildings for them just to make it more balanced. And I'm gonna have to balance the fuck out of the older games because apparently summoning in Warcraft 1 was OP.
It was OP as hell.
I've never played Warcraft 1 because it was a DOS game.
You can
No, fuck!
You can play it in DOSBox or something like that.
I know, but it's just DOS games are not very user friendly.
Can't remember if it was the first. I think it was the first one I played not too long ago. Even did a wee bit of a flashback Freddy for it.
Blizzard said they would never remake it
Aww.
because they don't think it's fun. And I'm like, that's the point of a remake. It's like I want to strangle Blizzard.
Could they not just put a 5-man team on it? It would be that hard. The amount of money they're making from World of Warcraft.
I'll make a mod that's just a remake of the campaign. I was thinking of remaking the Warcraft 3 campaign in the StarCraft 2 and 2.
The Warcraft 1 and 2 campaigns were a lot harder than Warcraft 3, and I mean a lot harder.
I know, I played Warcraft 2. It's like the first RTS I ever played next to Red Alert 2.
Oh,
I think I know
I'm
Warcraft
screwed.
2 pretty well. I would, God, that menu music is stuck in my head forever. You are dead, D.E. dead. Dead. Horrifically dead.
Oh well. Damn Durfu.
You know what would be an interesting idea for this game?
What?
Make a hero a temporary lord. Like, you can't have any units on him. He can just, like, engage the battle.
Well, so turn your... Oh, I might need to... Oh, I need to retreat.
Instead of having a hero, like, jump into, like, a lord thing, they can just become a lord for, like, a turn or something. But they can't add any units.
So what, they just get to engage in battles, but...
Yeah, like, you could have, like, 5 lords, like, down at the green... like, 5 heroes down here. And you just turn them into lords and just engage the battle.
Oh, so you
Like-
mean... You can do something similar, except you need to have at least one lord.
Yeah, I know, but I was taking out the lord factor. Like, I was thinking of it would be balanced because they can't get any units on them. They would just be one unit.
It's not actually a bad army, but you'd need to get a mod to increase the caps to make it easier to get tons of heroes and just have an army of a lord and 19 heroes.
Well, God, what is with your Beastman army? Hey, you know what? It's true, like, building an army with my, like, my spider face just now. Can you just come down to this orc camp and just let me attack it and then race it?
Maybe.
Then I can grow him even faster.
We'll see, I might do that actually because I'm scared of the elves again. Another stack appeared. I don't like fighting the elves.
Yeah, I do want to take out the elves, but I currently want to kill these guys.
The elves are scary. Hey, what was I going to do again?
Life.
Oh yeah, this guy, I need to decide where he's going.
Everywhere.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of attrition. Right, get moving.
Yes, my lord. What did they? Right. Okay, so I can't start this. I don't know if I can actually. I don't think you can have 2 units here that can engage in a battle. So I can't reach that.
Oh, am I blocking your route to get to the... Can you not get past my army?
I don't know. Right.
Bring my mirror shield.
Engage and see if you can, like, if I can hop in. If
Okay.
not, then
If not, I'll try pulling onto the other side of you and then letting you go in.
yeah, but I mean, like, if you can engage and I can't, like, join in, then what's the point in that? Also, I basically have your army cornered. Okay.
They tried to
I don't know how
run.
they got past your man.
No, it's because they used the underway and you just happened to notice and catch them.
Okay, but they still have a giant ass garrison. Counter offer. Nah, I don't want to make a peace treaty with you. If you want, like, make a peace treaty with the other guy.
My turn. This map's weird. There we go, that's better.
You forget where you are because your map would turn slightly.
Yep. Well, no, I didn't. I knew what it was. It just looked weird because it wasn't the way it was meant to be.
Wait, I wonder. I want to see if I could make a game like this in the StarCraft 2 engine.
I think it'd take a very long time.
I think it would only work without, like. Well, actually, I don't know. Actually, it's something to think about. Because I could just have, like, little pits at the side for, like, the little mini battle. I am intrigued. Myself. Right when it's my turn, I'm going to send my army to attack the Brimholes here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go for Karen Norm. You can, like, bring an army up there too. My turn yet?
We'll be in a second.
Also,
since
yeah,
this guy's
can
done
you
running.
attack Kara Helm? Never mind.
I think I already am. Yeah, I am. I'm besieging it, waiting for you to move in closer.
At least I can walk up. Hey, how's it going? I'm gonna go to the other side of it. So, like, if you do on the siege.
What's the hell for that army? Not bad.
Motherfucker, you're in the way.
Am I? How can your army not just shimmy past?
Dude, do you not see that forest there? Do you expect me to walk in the woods? I'm chaos, not some type of scrounger. Guys, at least attack this. God, man, it's standing there. Back to you. Back to me. Back to you. Back to me. Back to you. And back to me. What the fuck happened to your army then?
I don't know. The goblin didn't like it anyway, that's for sure.
I'm so happy that I befriended the vampires with chaos. I feel like that's a play that you hardly ever see. In my eyes, vampires are very chaotic. Like,
yeah, okay. Oh, that wasn't that bad. I just lost units I can easily regrow. Yes, I grow them out the ground.
you can destroy that if you want. My character there does not need growth.
Well, I didn't really have much of a choice. I either destroy it for money or destroy it for growth.
Okay. Can you move like your one army out of the way so my army can attack that so I can get growth?
Yeah.
And then I'll move up, and then you can move up again, and we can attack it.
Like some sort of weird dance.
Fucking, they did not think about path movement there, did they?
Or maybe they did, and it's some sort of.
Yeah, I was thinking of possibly doing like a Dawn of War game in the StarCraft 2 engine. But Dawn of War 3 wasn't that great. Let's base it more around Dawn of War 1 though. What do you think? Dawn of War 1?
Dawn of War 1's my favourite.
Base it around Dawn of War 1, the Ultimate Mayhem thing mod, however. Base it around that, but then fine tune it a little. That's the StarCraft 2 engine's a lot better engine than the Dawn of War 1 engine.
Yeah, the Dawn of War 1 engine's pretty dated now.
Like, you can't zoom out too far or it starts to get black, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just what's encircle do?
Continues the siege basically.
Okay, I'll just do that. And I'll wait for you to come a little bit closer.
Hopefully the orcs won't attack you before I get there.
Well, I could just run away, couldn't I?
Yeah, but still it'll
Yeah,
be a
sure.
pain. Especially if you run to the other side of my army.
I mean, I can only run back one way. So, I guess I'll I'll heal this army.
Ugh.
And then we will move down to where your forces are.
Hi dwarfs.
Meanwhile, the greenskins are thinking. We're thinking hard. Ah, the Wood Elves had sent me a message. They want me to give them money. No!
What for? Just no reason or?
They're just asking for money. This is what the dwarfs are doing. Why?
Ooh, I wonder a
Maybe if
punishment.
you said, I'll give you money and we can be friends, then I might think about it. God, the elves are really moving far out. Far out, man.
Lots of money from raiding. Right, I'll move this.
Raiden, gotta do that Raiden, he's the god of lightning.
Clan Angren are about to be wetting their frilly panties at this point in time. Need to get my stretches in.
I was also planning on remaking the Command and Conquer Red Alert in the StarCraft engine, because you can like put that type of build way and UI in there.
The original Red Alert, or what?
I know what I was gonna do actually is I was gonna bring like factions from throughout the series. So I was gonna have the Red Alert 2 faction with the original Command and Conquer faction with Tiberian Sun and Generals. So you should pick whichever one, because I like to go big or go home. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, the original
Also,
Red Alert, the factions weren't that different. They just had like.
No, they're just different colors. I remember that.
Well, the
First
Soviets.
time I ever played the original Red Alert was on the PlayStation 1.
Yeah, I never played that version. I've seen it, but I never played it. I played the PC one. If memory serves, the biggest difference was Soviets got grenade throwing
Soviets
guys.
They also had a nuke.
Hmm.
They brought over to Red Alert 2.
And
What
what
made it
was
better?
it? The Allies had a missile launcher as their other infantry type. And Soviet tanks had 2 turrets.
The reason why I'm using Tiberian Sun than it's Tiberian Wars, because I personally believe Tiberian Sun is a better game.
What one was Tiberian Wars?
Tiberian Wars was the one after Tiberian Sun. It was also on 3D, I believe.
I thought they were all Tiberian Wars, and it was just
No, Tiberian Sun was the one before Red Alert 2,
Ah, okay.
and it was still like little. It was yellow versus red, the GDI versus the Scorpion dudes.
Mhm.
I don't remember what the Scorpion dudes are called.
They were led by Kane. I remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. Command and Conquer is such a great franchise. Too bad it got shut down in 2013.
Yeah, that 4th Tiberian Wars or whatever it is was the biggest pile of garbage I have ever seen.
They were gonna come out with a free-to-play game too, and it was gonna be like more Red Alert 2 kind of style, but it was free-to-play, and they were gonna have like shit tons of factions. And I'd be like, I would have been happy with that. Then EA was like, Westwood, I'm sorry, but you're getting shut down.
Westwood.
Fuck you. What about Westwood? They were like the pioneers of fucking RTS.
The Command and Conquer you're talking about? It's Tiberium Twilight.
Tiberium Twilight, is that the one that sucked?
Command and Conquer
That's the
4.
fourth one,
I
that
think
was
that's
the
the one
terrible
I didn't
one.
like. I think it was called Tiberium Twilight.
That was Command
Twilight.
and Conquer 4.
Yep.
It's got Twilight in the name. I'm joking. Just joking.
It was doomed to fail from that second that they chose Twilight as the
Command
title.
and Conquer 4. I've never played it, but I've been told that you don't gather
I was fine
resources.
with that word
And then to
until,
me, that
like,
was like, oh, that sounds
franchise.
awful.
And then eventually.
I played the first level. I got super hyped for it. What I did was I didn't pay attention to any of the information they were releasing. I just thought, oh, brilliant. I loved the third one, loved the
Like,
second one.
What
was
I've been
it?
told from it, and I don't know if it's true because I've never played it, but you don't gather any resources?
I don't remember you gathering resources.
That's
All I remember,
Yeah.
I played the first level and I was like, nope, turning this off, never playing it. All I remember was you had your command center which moved, and then you'd go through the level. And yeah, I don't remember you getting resources. You just had like a. It's like you started off with 5 or 10 units or something,
No,
and you
it-
went through the
it's
level
like-
with that, and that was
Halo
it.
Wars,
Didn't you say it was
you had a
cartoony
move
as
and
well?
base,
or
and it was
something?
terrible.
Or was that another game?
Hmm?
Didn't you say it
Well,
was
would it-
cartoony
would
as
it be
well?
like that?
Or something?
Yeah,
Like
it
terrible
was cartoony
Halo
compared to that.
So I remember you being
Halo Wars
disappointed
is a good
about it
game,
years
I
ago.
love
Man, that was a long time ago now.
I was so hyped for it as well.
That was so sad.
So, a shitty version of Halo Wars?
Kind of like Fable.
Yep.
It's like Fable the Journey.
But Halo Wars
as
is a
well.
good game. I would never diss Halo Wars. The original Halo Wars was made by the guys who made Age of Empires.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Halo Wars 2, wasn't that made by another RTS group?
It was made by CA, the same people as that made this game.
There we go. I wish, I kind of wish they made like not the same thing as Halo Wars 1 where you just had one base and you build everything there. I've never liked that concept.
I think they went with it because that's what they were probably told to do, because they wanted a Halo Wars actually 2. Instead of doing like the Dawn of War game where they change it up every time.
Yeah, no, I hate that. I hate it when games go like, right, so we're gonna do this, but we're gonna have to completely change it. And it's like, why?
If it's not broken, don't fix it.
Yeah, Nintendo. Nintendo are bad for that. They won't do that with their Mario games, but the reason why we don't have fucking like that, what's it, Metroid games, because they can't pick up another idea for it. The reason why Star Fox sucked is because they had a gimmick, and it was you had to aim with the controller, like with motion controls in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
You had to look at two screens at once. It was just like, ugh. Why Nintendo? Sometimes your gimmicks work, but that doesn't work for that. Just make a first-person shooter with lovely puzzles. Well, DM thing.
Nintendo are all
sure.
about their gimmicks, though.
Yeah, no, but some of their gimmicks work in their game. It's just when they fuck up Paper Mario, when they fuck up other games, you're just like, Nintendo, why? You don't need to change Paper Mario's combat. It was great. You could change something else. I'm
getting... Every turn I've got to recruit a new general because they're assassinating my old ones.
Yeah. You have any heroes?
I do, but they're in my armies.
I'll bring up Tita the Badass. So it's my turn. You just run over and kill that guy.
Every turn I'm having to recruit a new general because they're being assassinated.
That's just awful.
Lovely. Now you want this guy to head to Carrick Norm?
Carrick Norm? Oh. Yeah, that'll help. And then I'll just walk over there. So what's the wife doing?
She invaded to talk about Tiberium for a second, then ran away again.
Is it? I own all the. I own every single Command & Conquer game on Origin, because you can buy them all like in a bundle for really cheap.
I think the one I probably played the least was Generals, not because I didn't like it, but just because I didn't have the time.
I agree with that too. I owned it. I played a couple of levels and then I just didn't play it anymore. And it's not because it was a bad game or anything. I just didn't play it anymore.
I don't explain it either.
Generals is like a weird game for me though, because it's basically like, what if we were Warcraft? They had the same gameplay of the you build. I guess you could see that they kind of came from that from Yuri's Revenge, because Yuri's team had a bit of like units that would build stuff at Harvard. Yuri's team was fun to play. Just mind control everything. I don't know if that was balanced.
Not really. Like I remember in the first StarCraft.
I'm gonna have to balance a lot of shit, aren't I?
In the first StarCraft, I remember saying it was extremely unbalanced. If you played as the Protoss and you took over, you know how they had that mind control? You could mind control an enemy villager. Not villager, but you know what I mean. The equivalent of a villager. Like it'd be like the drone or the SCV. Yeah. And then you'd basically get another full 200 to 200 unit cap to build out of that faction.
Yeah, no, that's the same with Warcraft 3, or like, say, Red Alert 2, and you had like an engineer or a Banshee, and you just wanted to go for one of their units, and it's just like, now we can build your unit, bitch! The spy was a great mechanic in Red Alert 2. Like, you send the spy into like a certain building, now you have like Yuris in the, and you can now train Yuris in your buildings. And shit like that.
You know, one thing I really like to do in the original StarCraft is I used to set up a custom game with one AI of each faction.
You own StarCraft too.
Yeah, I've got all the DLC, all the expansions
Okay, so
too.
I was gonna say, even if you don't own it, you can play Arcade for free, and you can play all the mods. So I was gonna say it wouldn't matter if you didn't. You could reinstall that, by the way.
I have StarCraft installed at the moment. StarCraft 2.
Well, I was gonna say I might need a tester for a thing. I'm currently remaking the Warcraft 3 races. I've managed to converted the gas into gold and the minerals into trees. Because I was like, why make new mechanics when I could just change them? You know?
So, are they? Do you mean they're not going to be? So you're going to have like little gold mines beside a little forest at your base, so to speak, or?
No. I'm remaking Booty Bay. You know that famous Warcraft 3 map?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm remaking that map. Exactly how it is, and that's going to be like the map that I will use currently.
So you're going to be able to chop down like any tree and use that as a resource, or just the ones at your base?
Yeah, every tree.
Every tree.
Because I place the trees everywhere. They're just basically minerals. Like they work like minerals in StarCraft, but they're trees.
I never really thought of it that way. That does actually make.
And the gas is basically gold, and I have made a gold mine building that is neutral, so it's not yours, that you can take gas from. I just have to change some UI things. I need to figure out how to do a hunger system, but that's literally just a variable. But I think I'm not going to cap it, because StarCraft 2 does StarCraft 2 even have caps in units?
Yeah, 200 to 200.
Well, fine, I'll just cap it to 200, and there we go.
And then it's the exact same. You need to build.
Because Warcraft 1, it was only 100, wasn't it? I mean, Warcraft 3. You can only go up to 100 units.
I know in StarCraft, the original StarCraft, it was 200, 200.
It was so little. Like, having only 100 units was so little. But, like, after messing around with StarCraft 2 engine, because I've never actually played StarCraft 2, like, properly. But after messing around with it, fucking... You can select so many units, where in Warcraft 3 you can only select up to 12, and it's so nice being able to play Warcraft 3 with good UI.
Yeah, it was the same going from StarCraft to StarCraft 2 and all that sort of
Also, what's a really nice thing, what Blizzard did, is they have made it to where if you're in like the editor, they have put the Warcraft 3 models inside the editor, so you don't have to like import them yourself, you can just go grab them. So that's nice. I know how to make complete new original models in a way.
It'd save you a lot of time, but you're still going to have to do the Warcraft 1 and 2 stuff, though.
Yes. But a lot of Warcraft 1 and 2 models have been made for Warcraft 3. So I can just grab them and convert them. I am smart. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract the Warcraft 3 models that are like the Warcraft 2 models, and then basically just like use their bones onto the other one, so I can try and figure out how to get this to work, you know what I mean? I like to reverse engineer models when I try to figure out how to do anything. Motherfuckers.
What? Oh, they're trying to assassinate you now instead of me. Sigvald has been injured.
Did they destroy that place for me? No, but they're about to. They're raiding it. It's not destroying, it's raiding, man.
They got to make their pennies.
They are chaos. I'm currently at plus 627. But I did lose an army at one point, so. I guess when we have our full army, like attacking the south, where the elves send all their armies to defend, we could bring these guys to the north and attack from there. When I build up a better army for him.
And then coverage. Give me that.
And if I can remake the Warcraft 1, Warcraft 3 thing, maybe I could try and remake the Warcraft 3 campaign. The only thing that would take time really is just making the maps themselves.
Warcraft 3 is not that old that I would be like desperate for a remake of the campaign. But
No,
Warcraft
but
1 and 2 is more, I would say so.
Or
More for
Well, if I could
completion.
make the Warcraft 3 campaign, I could try and do a remake of the Warcraft 1 and 2. But I would go the extra mile because those games they didn't have proper cutscenes, so I would try and mess around with that.
Yeah, they had you sitting in a pub looking at a male and female of that
Warcraft
race.
2, you see a fucking like knife and a letter and a lantern and text you scroll off the screen going like, and we have invaded the Orc encampment.
Then they had that little picture of the map and it would raise, and that's the bit you were invading. And Lothar had done this or done that or got himself killed.
Storm Helmstream has traveled across the land and been captured by these other Orc clan. You must go and rescue him. That I believe that's like the first level of the expansion pack.
Wait, what? Why have I only got the option to decline attack?
It's a siege.
But okay.
Just attack.
But I only had the option to decline attack. I couldn't help you.
Oh, how about you? No, you would have to destroy it either way.
Right, anyway, I think it's...
If I do a siege and then sell the siege equipment and attack, you can turn it on.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah, I should be able to.
And they can't attack me because you're right next to me, and if they do attack me, you would just hop in.
Yep.
There we go. Victory. I'm putting a encampment here so my guys can heal a bit.
Oh, if we play our cards right, we can win this tonight and then jump into medieval next week if you want.
Well, that was kind of the plan.
We need to defeat 5 more. We'll destroy 5 more places and we win. Just any 5 more settlements.
Well, let's just go and kill 5 piles or something. Oh, we could go kill like the sisters, brother, people.
The border princes.
Yeah.
They'll be easy.
Oh, yeah, just walk down there, go like, here's my beastman dick.
Suck it.
Well, it'd be more like you would fortunately ram into there, but you know. That's not even the right hole! Oh god, they're gonna die!
Would you believe me if I told you what was a beastmen women are actually quite scared and timid creatures and would rather run away than fight? Yes.
I am surprised by the fact that there are beastmen women.
None of them fight though. They're not a very... They're timid creatures. They like to run and
they were
hide.
just all men, and what they would do is they would go raid places and just rape the women and move on. I make Warhammer darker than what it is.
To be honest, that is almost impossible because they do that anyway.
I could make Warhammer darker. I'll be like the new 52. I'll make it darker and everyone will call it shit. Because
Oh wow, 32k from this city. Boom!
I have made the Walter Standing Stones of Skulls.
I don't have that big garrison. Should be able to attack it in a turn. Yeah, we'll start off with their little place. Be much easier. Jurassic Park.
Never actually properly watched Jurassic Park.
They were good films. The new one was a nice
I know
throwback.
1 was good. I know 2 is not so good. I know 3 is terrible, and I hear World is good.
What was it? The newest one was quite a good throwback, I think. I don't think it was as good as the original, but I think it was quite a nice.
Has Goldberg coming back, so kind of exciting, right?
Yep.
I kind of need to watch those movies.
They are quite good. The first one was definitely good.
I want to recruit a lord and then just name him Sigmar.
Just everybody goes, praise be to Sigma.
Yeah, Sigmar, the Chaos God. You would have a problem here, gentlemen? Shit. Maybe StarCraft versus Dawn of War map, because StarCraft is basically a ripoff of Dawn of War. Wow. Okay. Cool. So you want to go up against war with me and have 1, 2, 3, 4 factions also attacking you? Okay, the worst.
The dwarfs were actually quite friendly with me.
Well, now they hate you.
Yep. I guess because I destroyed a load of greenskin provinces for them.
Hello, elf. Why do you want money? No!
What on earth would make a Wood Elf think Chaos would give them money? I don't know.
They're retarded lord. And if someone takes offense to that, I feel like asking Chaos for money is a literal like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Moment.
You must admit, it takes a lot of balls to go up to Chaos and say, can I have some money?
Or a lot of stupidity.
Probably both, to be honest. Because I feel like even an idiot would understand Chaos is a bad thing.
Wait, this orc lord is like deployed. What would an orc hero like do? Because I know Chaos would add Chaos and Vampire would add Vampire, so the human guys would get rid of that stuff. So what would the orc one do?
Depends what the orc one is. If it's a mage, you'll be enriching them. It's a what?
Black shit coming out of him.
Where is he?
He's right next to my mainland guy.
Oh, he's a big boss. He's modifying the income generated by enemy buildings. He's reducing it by 15%. But the province has been destroyed.
Oh, you're talking about me.
He's reducing the money that the raised settlement is making by 15%.
What about my guy? Because he's currently in settlement now.
Nope, he's not affected you. He's just...
Okay, so the AI is just stupid.
Yep. But it's still... I like to deploy heroes sometimes just to get experience on them.
I didn't know that.
Yep. Because they generate experience when they're deployed, when they don't... nowhere near as fast from just standing around.
I like how they were trying to hide from you in the mountains. You were like...
Hi!
Hi, I'm here to kill you. Wait.
Which one other armies? Oh, there you are. I forgot about yous. Well, hi there. Welcome to your death.
What, American for a second, huh?
Imagine American Beastmen.
What hell are you doing, partner? Would you like to come over here so I can kill you some? Which was like friendly redneck chaos beastmen.
And we have a
Come over
special
here so I can
5%
take your
reduction
ride.
on your death.
Yeah, we'll pay for all your funeral costs.
And the funeral involves you being eaten and shat out.
Well, that was a failure.
What?
Into cheaters trying to assassinate the big boss.
I always find it weird
that's
calling
the-
goblins big bosses. Goblin, I know it's
They're
a
big
goblin
boss,
big
though.
boss,
They're
but they're
goblins.
little.
I mean, so many men call their meat stick big, but they're not that big.
But it's like calling it getting a big dwarf. It just seems a wee bit like an
Big
oxymoron.
dwarf, isn't that just a small man?
Exactly. I think you won. I'm not sure, but I think you won.
Right. Yeah, he got a sword of torment. What do I equip this?
3 settlements to go and 4 units. We need 4 more units.
I have a lot of fucking weapons, Christ.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
No, I just never bothered to check. I can't add anything else. That's fine.
Yeah, I've got a lot of weapons too that are not equipped.
Alright, next turn I can finally give him a proper thingy. Right, let's go and kill this thing. Declare war. I mean, you're not scared of them. I'm not scared
Nope.
of them. She's gonna come over there and tell you how you do.
I was actually about to attack Mataruka, or whatever it's called.
Bakaruka.
But I was waiting until I got there to declare war. Right, if I get there, you get Zvorak, then we just need 1 more settlement to destroy.
Let me go destroy that last workplace from the green guys, and then that'll be it. He's like, I know where you are.
It actually looks like he's going to try and colonize.
That would be dumb.
That is what he's trying to do, though.
Be dumb.
You know, I'm just going to come stand here, wait for him to colonize, and that counts as a settlement destroyed.
That
Yes, AI, help us meet the victory conditions. Go colonize.
I am a dwarf from my sword. I am a dwarf with my axe. With the shield, my axe and shield. Do you like my axe and shield?
It's very
Meanwhile-
shieldy.
But Nappa's like, fucking chaos. Get the fuck out of here.
I think I won.
That looks like a failure if you ask me.
You may be right.
Actually, no, there is a possibility you can lose on that.
I know.
I've seen that happen. To, like, not, like, my units or my friend's unit, but people attacking his settlement that is undefended and had no upgrades. Apart from, like, the base settlement thing. Like, man, the men there, you guys gotta make some babies.
It was even worse in older Total Wars, trust me. I remember I was playing Attila, and it was like almost full once, and then all of a sudden, like, you lost. Attila's just the one I remember it being in most. I don't know which one it was actually worst for. But it's not been that bad in Total War Warhammer.
Failure. Nappa, failure from Vegeta. Do I expect anything else?
Yep. Are you Frieza?
Frieza?
Well,
Frieza? Okay, so Frieza has technically died,
How many
3
times? Yeah, I was
3
gonna say.
times. First time, I would say he died on the planet of like Napa when it was destroyed. But he was like one of those deaths where someone died but then comes back like a few minutes later kind of thing. Because he does, like, they probably got him to him just in time to where they can resuscitate him.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second time was on Earth by Trunks.
He got sliced and
And then
diced.
the third time, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku killing Gold Frieza. Also, I really do hope they change the name from Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan to call like Super Saiyan Blue or something.
Super Saiyan Pink.
No, the Super Saiyan Rose, that is already a thing. Fucking Black Goku.
What was that Dragon Ball series that everyone hated and is now no longer canon? Was that GT?
No, GT is still canon.
Is it still canon? Okay.
Technically, Clash is still canon because Super is supposed to be in between Ball and GT.
Well,
And
the
I think
dwarfs just made our lives easier.
I think the only reason why they keep it canon is because it makes money. In my personal opinion, I feel like they should remake GT. Like just remake it with the original creator and just like take all the concepts and just make it better. You know what I mean?
Brilliant, I need that. Oh,
Because I feel like Super Saiyan. I like Super Saiyan 4. Like they could make something like during Dragon Ball Super, fucking Goku and Vegeta did something where the
that sounded
the
dodgy.
Omni God was like, you know what, I'm gonna take away your Super Saiyan God powers. This is way too powerful for you. Also, I just noticed the dwarves took over the Greenskin lands and killed them all. Do you see this?
Where?
The dwarves have killed all the Greenskin lands from the look of it from here. Like they have most of it.
They don't have all of it because there's a orc faction in the south that just tried to demand money from me.
Oh well, I don't see any of it. I just see just all dwarf, no Greenskin.
Why can I not go to there? I want to go to Tabaro. It won't let me.
Oh well, just let me go and kill those green dwarfs over there. You could probably kill them yourselves, actually.
I'm heading that way.
I mean, like, you have some men in Fistball with green gas all around them.
Yep. Heading up to Karak Al-Madzar. And it's got a tiny baby garrison. I have no idea how they're expecting that to be pronounced. Karak and
Correct. Carrot.
Karat Anamanma.
Assassinate! Assassinate! Success!
Recruit a
Okay,
couple of units
now-
this turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in any of your armies,
Okay.
just try and recruit 2 units.
Now.
Because we're 2 units short for our victory conditions. And then when you end turn, it'll go to my turn and you will have them. So when I attack and raise Karakanganagagazazar, we won't have to wait till the turn after that. Karakakakakaka.
Firestorm.
Karak Greenhorn Dwarf.
You know what would be the weirdest game ever? They made a Total War game on the Dragon Ball franchise.
I have a feeling that would... Your lords
not
and
work at
characters would
all.
be OP.
It would not work. It would be weird. It would
You know
just
what would be
not work.
even worse?
I mean, it could kind of work.
It could kinda a wee bit, because you could have like Frieza's goons as armies.
Yeah, that's literally why I said it could kind of work, because I thought of Frieza there.
And the other goons as like armies and that sort of thing. But you know what would be even worse? My Little Pony Total War.
Sadly, that would work better. It'd be terrible, but it would work.
Oh, their army's back, so I'll wait
What
for
if
yours
the
to
My
get
Little Pony one becomes the most moddable thing ever? And so it's like a requirement to have.
That would just be karma.
It's just like the guys at Cartoon Network or whatever are like, yeah, no, you can have the My Little Pony thing, but you can like mod it to shit. And then they're like, so they just like allow all the mod tools that you can completely redo like everything. It's
Oh,
just like,
no.
I regret buying this, but I also don't regret buying this.
Oh well.
Ah, seems like a victory. For the humans.
No fair.
What was that done?
That was they caught me. I forgot they could catch me. I forgot that was a thing. Oh, wait, stay there. Oh damn it! Now I don't even have the movement.
How do you check victory condition?
The little thing in the bottom right. The objectives, or press 9.
The bottom right.
It is in the bottom right.
Why did it bring up my thing at top left? I see where it is. Yeah, we just need
More units.
We need more units now.
Yeah, because I lost that army. Yeah, this army can recruit 3.
It's all your fault.
Oh wow, it shouldn't take long to recruit units.
Now I want a burger.
A burger?
Yeah, we made homemade burgers. It is made from pork and turkey meat. It's one of the best burgers you ever had. Now you're asking why not have beef? I get sick of beef quite easily. It's not like I don't like beef or it makes me sick, I just get sick of the taste. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, some people can't have too much chocolate or they get sick of it quite easily.
Define too much.
Like, after a few bites, you feel like, kinda don't want the chocolate anymore.
I get that with pies. Oh, I forgot about that army.
There you go.
Like, I enjoy the first few bites of a pie, but then after that, I'm like...
I don't...
Yeah.
The only pies I like is, macaroni pies.
They're the only pies I don't get it with. I think it's something to do with the grease that I just like... Ugh.
There's no grease in a macaroni pie.
That's what I mean.
Pie.
That's what I'm meaning.
What?
That's what's because I said. Remember how I was saying I can only take a couple of bites before I start not liking a pie.
Okay, okay, right. Macaroni pies are great. Made some homemade ones though. Made the base and made the macaroni and the cheese sauce, and we combined the cheese sauce and macaroni and took the base and then put them in the base because I don't like macaroni from the oven.
I had macaroni pies just as son quick to have to eat.
Yeah, no, there's a place up here where you can go and buy a macaroni pie. Like, you buy it and ask them to like heat it up, and you like get them 5p, and they'll heat it up, and then you just eat it in your hand while you walk. Because they just heat it up to the point where it's warm, but it's not hot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And things you can eat raw. So, but they come pretty cute. Just cold.
Just cold.
Yeah, refrigerated. So it's just like, oh no, no. I might make a bunch of pizza bases and throw some in the freezer afterwards. And then make a pizza.
Ambush!
Ah, there's the okay, before you click off anything, there's your old lord that you just killed.
Well, the chariot guy.
Yeah. The one that would stand on the horse.
Ah! I forgot about him. I miss him.
the same hero.
Yeah.
Except for he doesn't have a fire beard, so since he's orange.
Ambush.
Again?
Yep.
A few fantasy Total War would work in a Warcraft style of RTS.
Probably would.
Well, I mean, that's what the original Warcraft game was. It was a fantasy game, and then they lost the license. They were like, Warcraft, a new IP. And
Yep.
now they're glad that they lost that license.
Because it is now a bigger license.
Now one of the biggest gaming licenses in the world.
In fact, I would go so far as to say, like, I don't know. I don't know how to word it.
You know, I gotta say, I feel like games are gonna get to the point where how every game coming out right now is basically a platform. It might get to the point where other developers be like, there's no point in making like another arena shooter because there's already this one that's super popular. So let's just, it has a hero system, so let's just IP out our characters to that game. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Merge
would
the
be-
universe, so to speak.
Well, it would be more that they just license off their characters. Like, say, in Heroes of the Storm, one day Game Workshop was like, yeah, you can use some of our, like, guys. We'll give you the license and give us money. That would be so weird. Then Golguts would just come in and browse there. Browse, like, stuff, and he's like, ah, for the boys! He just ripped the dude in half, and browse like, no, that's got too graphic for me.
It's too violent for YouTube.
I mean, the Warcraft art met the 40k art. They would be like, God, I'm happy we ended up in the right universe. You guys are idiots.
They're football hooligans. Right.
That's
Now all we need to do is recruit units. Recruit units everywhere. I'm recruiting everywhere I can.
create a new load. I don't have done yet. Well, I'll just go and kill these people. This person's already like maxed and built units, so. Blood for the blood god, scuff for the scuff. Wow, the chaos. You know who, what's her name? Polira? Warcraft? That's a road.
I'm not sure who you're talking about.
It's like in Warcraft, there was like this assassin, blood elf chick.
Oh, I think I know the one you're on about. The one that knows Rin.
Fuck if I know that.
Did she work for the Alliance despite being Blood Elf?
Let me look up. Let me see if I'm doing it right there.
If it's the character I'm thinking of, then I know it a wee bit.
No, that's completely wrong. Yeah, it's definitely Polira. Polira Sunningar? In the world of Warcraft, there is a Blood Elf Paladin, and blah blah blah.
I thought you said she was an assassin.
That's just her father, apparently.
Ah, okay.
Let's see, yeah, the rogue, blah blah blah, assistant, enforcer, he's currently alive, he's blonde, green eyes. Leo's family was killed by the Scourge. He survived. The human called Varian.
The Varian Rin.
It just said human called variant who had washed up on the seesaw with no memory.
That might be the elf I was talking about then.
Possibly, yeah.
Because that's the one I was on about, the one that knew him when he got washed up and he was the gladiator and so on and so on.
I was playing Falira and Heroes of the Storm, and I would, how I play her is like, it's basically like a beastman in a sense, where she just runs around, goes blah, 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 blah. It just stabs people.
That sounds nothing like an elf.
So someone went like, you know, you're not that far off the character actually. Very funny. Really, when we play this game, it's just a podcast with gameplay in the background.
Well, this one here, or...
Yeah, this one here.
Yeah, that's what it's sort of become, hasn't it?
It's not a bad thing.
Okay, we just need more units. What units do we need? 4 more.
I don't have enough growth to make another lord, so I'm trying.
I need 18 growth to make another
I'll
horde.
have 2 more units by next turn.
I'm recruiting 4 units right now, so...
Just to make a chime when you win, or something. Or just to say you win, and that's it, and it's just, like, so you have top.
In the old ones, you got a big cinematic. What was it when you won? But in this one, they didn't want... Well, they didn't have time to make a cinematic for every faction.
Time. Oh, that's very anticlimactic.
Yep, so all this one does is this.
Wait. It's showing us everything that happened.
Yep.
I see you just slowly killing off that one, like, brown nation. I remember that. Yeah, it's just, you're like slowly taking out the brown, where I was taking out the blue, and I went to the green. You went back down to the brown. How long does this go for?
You can speed it up. Oh wait, this is on max speed.
Yeah. Going 31. Oh, God.
It depends how many big things happened each turn.
Meanwhile, you've almost like wiped out thingy now. You've met the Empire. Like, you haven't actually went and attacked them yet. It's like, there's me rolling up at the top there. Just placed down the new faction. Yeah. Those guys were assholes. After died in there. There's you taking out fucking thingy over there.
Look how well the orcs were doing. They already owned all that.
I know, that's so weird. And then my one faction went and killed like half of them.
Yep.
And I called them useless in the end. They kind of were. In the end.
They were helpful with the greenskins, but that was it.
They would only attack the greenskins. They wouldn't go at war with anyone else. Just like, fuck you, bear guys. God. This campaign went so much faster than the Empire.
Yeah, I think it's... Hordes, you do end turn a lot more often, and you don't have as much to do per turn.
Was there a horde mechanic before this game?
Hordes were introduced in Attila, so this is the second game to have hordes.
Ah, so medieval wouldn't have hordes.
So nope, there's no hordes in medieval.
I feel like the Scourge would be perfect for a horde. Wouldn't you?
Probably.
Like, you could... Well, I feel like you could have the Scourge as a horde, but then you could also have, like... Sophanet. No, Sophanet would also be good as a horde, but you could have, like, Arthas Lich King as, like, one of the undead settlement guys. Where the Scourge would be controlled by the big bad from Warcraft 3, Reign of Chaos, I forget his name. It's the one who tries to take down the tree and then gets death to play with.
Archimonde?
Yeah, I guess that's his name.
I think, yeah, Archimonde. And then there's Kil'jaeden.
And then fucking, yeah. Oh, by the way, is that like white land to the south? Is that what Warcraft done fucking Total War 2 map would like combine to?
No.
Where would they combine to? They connect the map together, don't they?
Yeah. What was it? Yes and no. What was it? The area south is going to be in Warhammer 2, but the main focus of it is if you got on a boat at Bretonia and kept sailing north, east, south, west. If you kept sailing west, you'd come to like the equivalent of America, which is where the Dark Elves are. Ulfwan's the basically Amazon.
Okay.
Atlantis in the middle.
So get back to the original map. You have to sail all the way around.
Yeah, it's basically.
I wonder if they'll have naval battle.
There's not going to be naval battles in it.
Well, that's depressing.
I know. There's going to be a lot more stuff to do with. You're going to be able to build navies. There's going to be new ways to interact with
like
navies, but not naval battles yet.
I feel like making the what's it called? Vegeta the Badass, our excellent hero, attempted to target a settlement, and something has been wounded in the attempt. That's the last message. That's amusing.
Are you all the way at the end?
Yep.
I didn't skip to the end. I'm still watching it go through.
The last message is funny. I don't know if you will see the same message.
It depends if I'd got it to pop, if it popped up on screen for me. It's nearly done. I'm at the bit where I was kicking vampire count booty.
How did that go so much quicker than you?
Ah, I must have had more messages because I destroyed a lot more settlements, so I would have had a lot more messages than you. Plus, I did a lot. It seems to even tell you when you recruit units, and I did a lot of merging of units and just re-recruiting them.
You ever drink so much that your belly just sounds like it's a water tank?
I know the feeling. I like the feeling.
And other people can hear it.
I don't ever know if I've ever noticed anyone else feeling it, but I definitely know the
No,
feeling.
I didn't say feel it, I said hear it.
Well, hear
At
it.
least they would with me in a way. How much longer?
I'm on a turn 144 out of
147. That was my last one.
146, 147, 148. Last thing that happened was units recruited times 4.
I like my last thing though. Vegeta the Badass, our something hero, attempted to target the settlement and back Blood River Valley, has been wounded in the attempt. Like, can you imagine someone trying to read out Vegeta's name from my campaign? Vegeta the Badass. I feel like he's compensating for something.
Probably.
So, do we just return to menu now?
Yeah, I was just looking at all the stats. We only fought one battle.
Anyway. What?
Yeah, it's about my bedtime.
What was that?
It's about my bedtime.
Oh, I meant what you said.
Oh, before that, apparently we only fought one actual battle. Battles fought personally was 1. Battles fought was 89.
That's funny.
Right.
I like that one.
I think I need to hit the sack. So good night, everybody. Bye bye.
Yes, bye. We'll come back with mods in another game. Yes, dick, yes.
Bye bye.